friends, welcome back to Tutorial Days, and in this video I'm going to show you register and login, how to create register and login using Servlet and JSP in the front end. Guys, for this video you should know the basic of Servlet, and you should have the knowledge of session, and you should have also knowledge of MySql. So we are going to use MySql as database, and in the front end we are going to use JSP, and in the back end we are going to use Servlet. So using JDBC we will be working on this project. So guys, in case you don't know how session works in JSP, then I recommend you to check my previous video so that you will be able to understand it better. Also, we have few previous 2-3 videos in which I have explained how the servlet works, how get and post method works. So you can check the complete playlist, or in case you have not went through those videos, then I strongly recommend you please check those videos first, so that this video will be easier for you to understand. So guys, first what we will do, let's go to file and new, and then we will create here dynamic project. Okay, so we will name it as register login. Okay, the project name will be register login, and then click on next, and then we will generate here web.xml file. In previous video I have explained what is this web.xml file and how this works. In case you want to know detail about this, then please check my get and post method video. In that video I have explained how this works. Okay, so now let's click on finish. Okay, so this project is now successfully created. What we will do, first we will create our HTML file. Okay, so go to src and then main, and then web app. Inside this there is you can see here is lib. So inside this library file we will paste our JDBC MySql connector. Also I have already installed MySql, and my MySql workbench is working here, so we will be using this one. Here this configuration we will be using, and we will create database, and we will create table as well. So step by step I will show you how to do these things. But before that, let's create our user interface or UI. So what we will do, go to here this folder web app, and then right click on this. Let's go to new and then create JSP file. So we will name it as register.jsp. Okay, now what we will do, let's go to Chrome browser, and we will be using Bootstrap CDN. Okay, using Bootstrap we will create this one. So Bootstrap 5 we will be using by the time this video is recorded. So Bootstrap 5 is the latest, so I'm going to use this Bootstrap CDN. So this one is CSS file. Okay, let's go here and let's include inside our head file. And below we will be including this bundle file, Bootstrap bundle, this one. And it's better, let's copy these two, and then we will paste before closing the body tag. Alright, so now let's change the title. Register page. And guys, I'm not going to focus much on the design part. The main focus is how the whole process works, so I'll be showing that one. Now let's do one thing. Let's go to Bootstrap. Five navbar. Okay, I'll copy any one of these. This one. Okay, let's paste here inside navbar. So this will be our navigation. We can do one thing. We'll write here main tag, and then we will close here main tag, and then here will be header, header, and header close here, right? And then div and one more div here. So better let's keep the div here in the middle, and here will be footer and footer close. So that's our basic structure. This is our center part. We will be working here. So class, we will be using Bootstrap class uh, container. Okay, inside this we will be using div, and then class row. Inside this div, and then class call md12. So this will be heading. Please register, right? This will be our heading, and below this let's create here a form. Okay, div and div. So class row, and then div class call md. So we have divided it 2444. So we will name it as first, or full name, and then here input type equals to text, name equal to full name, right? So for then we will be using here email. Okay, email, then email, input type email, name equals to email. So guys, so far how does it look like? Let's check. To run this, right click on this and run on server, and then click on this and finish, so that we can check how so far the design of our page looks like. Okay, so this is how our page is looking. Okay, so here you put here class uh, text center, Okay, so it is coming in the center section, and here we will provide class as well. Class equal to form control, which is default CSS of, okay. If you check this, now it is looking like this. So we will tidy this up as well. We can do one thing here, text right, okay, and here as well text right. So now it should look like this. Full name, where it is full name. Okay, if it's not working, then let's do one thing. We just put here style, then style, then dot labels, text align right. So let's remove this one, and also we will put here text line labels. Okay, now if we refresh the page, then you can see now it's coming together. Also I will put one more class here, row, then margin bottom 10 px, padding whatever. It will be row dot row, so that each row will, yes, so you can see there is some space, but keep it 20 px. Okay, anyway, so now this is full name, email, and let's create few more here. Email, password, and then full name, email, password, and then submit button. So let's name it as email and then password. Here name equal to password and input type password. So this is full name, email, password, and then here let's make it input type submit. Let's make it as 8, and we will delete this. So button type submit, then register. Class btn success btn lg btn block. So this is actually button class and text center. Text center, so that it will show in the middle section. SUCC. Okay, so guys, this is full name, email, password, and you can add as many fields as you need. But in this tutorial, for making this short and so that you can understand it better, I have kept it as minimal as possible. Okay, now our this register interface is ready, and we will create one more page and we will create a login one. So I've just put here style text align center, and it is looking like this. Oh, so guys, what we are going to do, we will just copy whole thing and we will create here login also. Okay, so now let's just copy everything, and then let's create here one more JSP file. So we will name it as login.jsp. Okay, just duplicate it, and we will remove few fields. For example, full name will be not here, so remove this section. It will contain email and password, only two fields. And here of course the field name will change to please login, and here as well please login. Okay, so now run as server, and then this is our login box. So now guys, successfully we have created login and register interface, that means HTML. Okay, now let's get back to once again to register page, and then we will create here form. So form method equal to post, and then action we will define later once we create our servlet page. So here this is container. Where is container closing? Yes, inside container, right? So here is form. Form starts from here, and then form closes there. So if we open our register page, this page, refresh, we try to fill up the form, then it is getting submitted. But since we don't have our servlet page, so we will create that one. Okay, now the time is in the next chapter we will create our servlet page. Back to this chapter of register login using JSP in the front end, and in the backend we are going to create servlet, right? So let's create our servlet page. So what we will do, let's go to here, and then to create our servlet page we need to go to here in this project. Here right click on this, and then new, and then servlet. So we will name it as, the first page is register, so register, we will simply name it as register. Next, and what we need do post and get method. So basically we will be using this do post method, not the get, but still let's keep it, and then finally click on finish. Guys, if you are unable to understand this one, then I have shown from beginning how to create this servlet and how get and post method works. So in case you have directly landed to this page and you don't know how this get and post method works, then I will strongly recommend you to check back our playlist. In the playlist I have already shown how the post method and get method works, and how you can retrieve the data sent from JSP file. So guys, we are going to work here in this page, do post method. So here we will fetch the data. So here we will retrieve the data, this string full name, and then request get parameter full name. So our name is full name, right? Full underscore name, yes, right. Okay, so in the register section we will get full name. We have three fields particularly here. So what we will do, and arguments, why, and then let's copy it, create two more fields for email and password. Okay, so it's very simple. It's email and then email, and here password. Okay, so successfully we have created three fields. Now request dispatcher dispatcher, then here initially null. So what is this request dispatcher? This request dispatcher we will be using for redirecting our page, like it is more of like, header location, so redirecting from one page to another page. Okay, or sending the request. So we will be using this. Now connection object con equals to null, because we will be doing our connection to MySQL. So now what we need to do, we need to import this request dispatcher as well as this import connection. Okay, now we will make our connection. So first let's write here try, and then here will be catch. So we will be writing our connection string here for connecting to MySQL. So the syntax is class.forName com.mysql.cj.jdbc driver. So what is this JDBC driver? We have our server and we have our database SQL. Java directly cannot connect to the MySQL server. We need one driver, and that is called JDBC or Java Database Connectivity. Okay, so we need a software for this. So what we will do, we will download this software and keep that into our library file. So go here and write here JDBC driver MySQL. Okay, so click here, and then you can download for Windows. Go to download page and we can download the JDBC driver. So this is the syntax JDBC connector MySQL. If you click here, and then you can see not this one actually, here this one, download connector here. Okay, so you can see there are two compressed versions. So we will do one thing, we will download this first one. Okay, platform be maintained, it is saying. Now click on download, and then no thanks, just start my download, and you can see it has been downloaded. Since I had already downloaded, that's why it's showing 1. Anyway, so you download just this way, and then guys, you can see inside this there is a driver file that is called connector. Okay, so we need to copy this one first, unzip this, and so I have just unzipped this file, and now what I will do, just I'll copy this, Control C, and then let's go here and source, and inside leave, right click on this and click on paste. So guys, as you can see, this driver has been successfully copied to my lib folder. Okay, this will be acting as the bridge between Java and MySQL database. Okay, this will be responsible for receiving and sending the request from Java file, our servlet file, to MySQL database and from MySQL database. Okay, so this software is required and you need to put this into your library file. Okay, now so that is why we have written this syntax here, and now we will write the connection string. So we'll write here on equals to driver manager dot get connection, this one, and then we will put here our string. Okay, so this is the complete syntax. Driver dot get connection, then JDBC colon, and then MySQL colon, and then / double localhost, then colon, and this is the port number. Okay, in my case normally the port number is 0036, but in my case the port number is 3308. If you open here MySQL, then in MySQL workbench you can see my port number is 0038. Normally this is the port 0036. Okay, so and then in your case it might be root and then no password if it is localhost, but I have created user ID and password, that is why I have put here user ID and password. But in your case most probably if you have not done anything, then it will be the user will be here root and the password will be uh, blank. But while installing this MySQL you will be prompted to provide your username and password, and that username and password you can provide here. And guys, MySQL is also free, so you can download MySQL in case you don't have MySQL so far in your computer. So MySQL download, you can download first MySQL from here. Better, let's go to here MySQL installer, this one. Click on this and then you can download. If this your Windows machine, then you can download from here. If it is 32-bit MSI installer, so you can download and you can install into your computer. It is already, this is community version. Okay, the first one was enterprise, so we are going to use community version of course. So you can download and install, and after installation you will be, while installing you will be asked to provide your username and password. So that is the username and password we have provided here after installation. Okay, and this MyDB, actually at this point of time I have just put it simply, but I will create here the database. Okay, so guys, in this chapter we are going to, in the next chapter I am going to create database as well as I will be creating table, and then we will be working ahead. Okay, so let's meet in the next chapter for creating our database and table as well. I'm going to show you how to create database and table, but before that I expect that you have already installed MySQL. In case you have not installed MySQL, then go to here official website MySQL download, and you can see here MySQL installer, so download it. And this is community version, so you need to download community version, not the enterprise one. Enterprise one will be trial and you need to pay for that, but this one is, as you can see here, it's written community, so you will download community version as per your requirement. You can download this. So this one is MSI installed both, so this one is 34, this one is also, so I will download this. Actually I've already downloaded and installed. So once you download and install, you will be prompted to enter user and password. Once you have completed that section, after that you search here MySQL. So MySQL workbench you will find. In the MySQL workbench you can see here this. So in my case I will be connecting here Okay, and then here you can see schema. So right click on this and create a new schema. So create schema. Here we will be naming this as registered Java register login. Okay, or better servlet. I will name it as servlet register login. Okay, and then apply servlet register login, then apply, once again apply, and finish. Okay, so our this servlet one is created. Okay, so this is our database servlet register login. Okay, now you can see here tables. Right click on this and create table. Now this is our table name, so I will name it as user. Okay, and then here are the fields. So the first column I will name it as id, and then it will be auto increment as well, primary key, not null, and auto increment. The second field will be full name, right? Full name, it will be varchar and 45 characters, and then third one will be full name, email, and this one will be same, and then finally password. Okay, okay, so now click on apply. Okay, so this is the syntax of creating table. Now click on apply, and guys, finally the table has been created. If you expand, then you can see this table. So currently we don't have any record, that's why it is showing like this. Now we will install from our application from this one. So for that we need to write here, for inserting prepared statement, pst prepared statement object pst equals to con dot prepared statement. Oh, prepared statement, actually it will be con dot prepared statement, this one, prepare statement. Some spelling mistake, it will be prepared statement, and then this one also prepared statement, small prepared statement. Hold on. Con dot prepared prepared statement. It was written prepared statement, and inside it we will write our insert query. Okay, so here will be insert into user, our table name, and then inside here we will be writing our field name. So fields name are full name, email, and then password, and then values here, and values will be prepared statement. So 1, 2, 3. We have 3 fields, so we are going to put here 3 field, and also we need to import this prepared statement. So the error is gone now. Now this pst prepared statement. So pst dot set string, and then here we will need to write first, this is the first column, and then this, and then full name. Similarly, we need to write two more. So email and then password, this one, and of course this will be changed to and 3, and below here will be int row count equals to pst dot get exe, pst dot get execute, get exe, execute update. Okay, next, after inserting the data, it will be redirected to this page, request.getRequestDispatcher register.php JSP. So this page will load after inserting the data. This statement is for executing our query. Okay, and then if row count greater than 0, if row count greater than 0, then this, else this. Here will be request.set attribute status success. This message we will show in our JSP page that okay, successfully, data has been successfully inserted. Okay, else part will be filled here, status filled, and then finally here catch, and finally will be also. So inside catch we will write here, and yes, we need to write one more line here, forward request response. This will be request response will be executing like this, and then finally, then on catch we need to write here exception e. We will create an object exception class, and here e dot print stack trace. Okay, all right, and catch, and finally here it will be not this one, actually this is finally will be loading finally, and then try con dot close, means we will close the connection. Okay, again here catch, and then SQL exception e, it will be e, actually e, and then insert this again e dot SQL, this, so this is SQL exception, so we need to import it. Okay, okay, so guys, this is our code which we should test now, right? Okay, save it, and then let's go to our register page and run again. And yes, one more thing, we need to provide here action. So our servlet name is register, fine. So here will be given register, right? So run it again, run a server and test if the data will be inserted or not. So rerun the server, restart, Okay guys, so this is now time to test. So I'll write here Umar, email, this one, password 12345 6, and then click on register. Okay, there is some error, null pointer exception, socket. Let's check here also what is the error. Okay, so error, it says it says that MyDB is not the database name, of course, because our database name is different, right? Database name is servlet register login. We need to change this into our connection string. So let's go to our register page, servlet page, and we need to change our this one, right? This is our database name. So guys, let's save it and try again. Let's go to the browser and get back, refresh it, and then try 12345 6, register. Yes. So now we will check if the data got inserted or not, because at this point of time we didn't get any error. Now this is our table name, right? So select query here. Yes, so guys, as you can see, successfully our data got inserted. So guys, so far we are successful that we have successfully inserted our data. In case you want to test it again, so Rajesh Kumar and then rajesh@gmail.com, and I will put here 12345, register again. We will show the message of course here later, but first you can see if the data is really inserting or not. So let's check here once again. User. So guys, you can see Rajesh Kumar, and this one is also successfully inserted. So guys, so far we are successful in inserting the data from our JSP file to MySQL database through JDBC. So in the next chapter we will work on our login page, as well as we will show here the message. We are going to work on our login page. In the last section we have successfully inserted the data. So what we will do, we have already this login.jsp file. So first thing that we need to do is here we need to write here form method equals to post, and then action equals to login, which is our servlet name. Okay, now where will be closing? Yes, and so here will be email and password, two things will be passing, right? Okay, now let's open. Have we created login dot no, we have only currently register servlet. Now let's create login servlet here. So class name will be login, and then next and finish. So guys, to save the time, what we will do, we will copy from here, from this do post method, we will copy from here to this point, up to this point. Okay, there is one curly braces. No, actually the first curly braces is for class, right? So we will have to copy up to here only. So after copying, we check this do post and then comment it out, and then let's paste here. We will make, oh, not this one here. We need to copy from register.jsp, not JSP, register dot this one. So let's start copying from here and then up to here. Okay, and just let's go to login, and in this section do post, we will paste everything here, and we will make modification as per our requirement. For example, full name is not required in this one because in login section we don't need full name, because here if you see in our JSP file, then we have only two. One is email and second one is password, only two. That's why. So now login, inside login, uh, here we will change our query, because this time it will be not insert, rather here will be select query. Okay, and of course here will be changed, so we will making changes. This connection string will be as it is, we don't need to make any changes. Here also connection and dispatcher will be same. So guys, we need to make modification here and after this. And one more thing we need to initialize here, and that is connect session, because we will be using here session, right? So we are initializing here session. So once everything is fine, then we will store the username and password in our session. Okay, so this is HTTP session request.get session. So we have initialized the session, and then let's make modification from here. First we need to write the select query. So select star from, so it will be select star from user where email question mark and password question mark. Okay, so this is called prepared statement. Okay, now we need to make modification here. We need to remove this one because full name we are not passing here, so it will be in one, will be in two, email and password, and then here will be execute query, execute query. Okay, not, so we will store into result set. So whatever data will be coming, it will be stored here. Okay, so just import this one also result set, and then of course here will be login, not, let's remove this for the time being. So we will change here, if rs dot next, let's remove this. So the syntax will be session dot set attribute email. Guys, if you don't know about session, I have separate video. I recorded separate video, and this video you can find in our playlist. Okay, so how session works, I have displayed in that one. So in case if you need more information about session, then you can check my separate video. So session dot set attribute, then email, this is key value, and then rs dot get string email, and finally it will be redirected to dashboard.jsp, which we will create later. Okay, else, in else part request.set attribute status failed, and then it will be redirected to login page once again. Okay, and the rest of the things will be as it is. The only modification which is required is this one. Okay, And of course guys, we will put here validation, because email, if there is email missing, then it will show failed, like that. Okay, so we will run and check it. So guys, now this is the time to check, okay, if the login works or not. So what will happen, if login is successful, in that case it should go to dashboard page. So let's create one page called dashboard here. Okay, and simply we won't type anything special in this. So dashboard.jsp, right? So dashboard will be similar to our register page. So just copy from here and just paste here in dashboard section, and then what will happen, we will remove the form, right? So navigation is fine. From here, container, so welcome to dashboard, it will show something like this, right? So this is our, so h1 tag, and you will write welcome to dashboard. Okay, if our login is successful, in that case it will come into this one, or else it will get back into login page if fails, and with this message, and we will show the message later. But first let's try if login is getting done or not. So let's see here, our user id is, so guys, this is email id, and the password is 123456, right? So let's go to our browser and open here login. Oh, register page, let's open rather from here. So this one is login, register and login register JSP. Okay, so let's run as server, restart the server, that's fine, and then we will check by you putting username and password. Server is restarting. Okay, so this is our login page, login.jsp. So this is email id, and then password is 123456. So please login. So it says, so there is something wrong, not available, login is not, oh, there is spelling mistake. Okay, so the spelling mistake must be somewhere, I guess. Action login, because our servlet name is login here, so this name will be there. I made mistake, that is why there was some problem. So this is actual login page, and now let's get back here, refresh it. So this is email id and 123456. Yes guys, so there is some problem, because yeah, no, it has come here, you can see welcome to dashboard. Okay, that means what, it is successfully now logged in. So what we will do, let's try to go here, and we will check if I put something wrong. Say I put 123 password only, and if I click on please login, then what will happen? You can see it revert back here, right? That means what? It is checking. If I'm putting something wrong, then it is redirecting back to the login page. But if I put the correct user and password, then it is forwarding me to dashboard page. But how we will know if we have that means what, we need to display here error. Okay, to display the error, what we need to do, we need to go to JSP file, and we will call here one input. So let's write here JSP code, and we will fetch the session code. So we will write here input type equals to hidden ID equals to status, and value equals to, we will start here JSP percentage, let's close percentage. Inside this we will write equals to request dot get attribute, and then inside this double quote, then status. That means what? Whatever status it will send, here you can see we have sent status right here. So if it will show failed, okay, that means inside status it will be failed. Now let's get back here. So now what will happen, let's start here one script, JavaScript, for displaying the message. So we'll write where status equal to document dot get element by id dot value, right? So which value? Status, this one. And now and now if status equal to failed, if status is failed, in that case what will happen? Alert invalid user or password, invalid user or password, please try again. Okay, now let's check. Login.jsp, and then let's put wrong password user, okay, and check. There is no, let's see what is coming here inside input. And value equal to failed, right? Yeah, value is coming here failed. So what we have compared here, if status document get element, right, e capital element by id, so that is the region, I guess. Let's try again. This is email id, or maybe I'll put some other email id and password something else. Try here. So let's check into the console. Document dot get element by id, not a function. There is something wrong here in JavaScript. Oh, document dot get element, ELEMENT, get element. Okay, so now let's try again. Yes, invalid user or password, please try again. So if I'm putting something else and trying to log in, then I'm getting this message. But if I put here the same thing, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and please log in, then guys, we are successfully redirected to here. Okay, now if you see here, we have put into session here session dot set attribute this email id, right? So what we can do, we would like to fetch this session dot get attribute into our JSP file through this email. Okay, and we will display into our dashboard page. So this is our dashboard page. So say we want to show into the right section. So let's start this percentage equal to, and then, and guys, to show, so to show the value here in JSP file, we will write percentage and then equal to session dot get attribute. I have already explained this, how to set the session value here. There are 3 steps I had already explained in another video. That first we need to initialize this session, okay, session object, and then through session object we set attribute, then key value, email, and then we are passing here the value, and we are redirecting to this page with this session value. Now here we are fetching the session in JSP file. So session.get attribute, then this email is displaying here. So now in our dashboard page it should show welcome this, right? So if we refresh and check the page, then guys, you can see welcome email ID. This email ID is displaying here. Now one thing is missing, and that is logout. There should be a logout button. If the user clicks on logout button, then it should go to logout. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's create one file called logout.jsp, new, and then JSP file. So logout.jsp. Oh yeah, JSP, logout.jsp. In this file we will write this code. We have written here session.invalidate. Okay, this will invalidate the session, means delete the session. And for that we need to go to dashboard, and then here let's put one ahref equals to, and then logout, and here will be logout. Let's put complete path here, right? So this one, or you can put partial path also. So logout.jsp. Now let's go to the browser and refresh it. So here is logout, right? If I click here, then it says you have been successfully logged out. So rather than this, let's do one thing, because there is some problem. The problem is that when we do logout here and then again login, then this shows here. Okay, so what we will do, let's create one logout servlet. Okay, let's go here and create one logout servlet. We will name it as the class logout. Okay, and then here next we need actually get this one this time. So, and we will use this get method, right? So just remove this, and then first we need to initialize the session here in this one also. So just import this session. We have initialized the session, and then the next code will be session.invalidate. That means what? In here we need to this dispatcher also. So we will redirect it to login page. So in our logout page we have written 3 lines of code. The first one is HTTP session. We have initialized the session. After this we have destroyed the session, and finally we are sending back to the login page. Okay, so let's open it, and guys, this time if I click on logout, then I'm redirected to here. Okay, and if I try to go into that page again, then you can see welcome to null. That means what? It has been erased from the session. Once again, if you want to check, then go to login.jsp here, and then let's put here email ID and password once again. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Login. You can see here the username password. If I then it sends me back to login page. If I once again go here and try to open here dashboard board.jsp and refresh it, and after this if I log out, then you can see it is gone. Okay, so this way you can use your logout button also. There is one problem: if user there is no session, in that case in this dashboard it should be redirected to the login page, because I can open here the login. In spite of logged in, I can go into this page. So what we will do, in our dashboard JSP file, we will write a code. Say we are writing here the code JSP start and JSP close, and then here we will get our email ID. Okay, and now we will check if email equal to none, and then here we will write here status. You must be logged in to access this page. Okay, with this status message we will redirect to the login page. So let's try to open here this page dashboard. It has redirected me to the login page. Okay, so guys, as you can see now it is redirecting. First I'm logging in, okay, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then login. Now I'm in this page, there is no problem, but as soon as I log out, then I can't go into that page. If I try to dashboard, open dashboard, then it is sending me back to this page. So now let's put here that message. So we will show here get session dot get attribute, session dot get attribute, and then status. Okay, now let's try. When you refresh, then you can see you must be logged in to access this page. Okay, so guys, there is some shortcut. Let's remove this because we don't want to put this into session. So rather we will send here response dot send redirect, and with this status field. Okay, and then in our login page here we will access this URL parameter. Which one? This URL parameter here, status field. Okay, so when the status come to field, then we will check here if status not equal to blank. Okay, in that case we will show here out dot print ln, and then here we would show message you must be log in to access dashboard. Okay, all right. So now this is the message. Suppose this one is removed here. Okay, we have made modification here, status not null and then status not blank. Okay, in that case it will show this message. So let's try once again by logging in. If failed, then this message will show. If I put here exact same user password, then I'm redirected to dashboard. If I log out, then I get this message. If I try to access directly dashboard, then you get this message. So guys, as you can see, you have successfully uh, created here register. So let's create one more so that you can see it. Naresh Mark then @gmail.com and finally password 1234. Register. After registration, I will go to login. You can redirect to login page. Okay, so login.jsp. Then I will write here naresh@gmail.com and 1234. 1234. So I'm successfully redirected and my email ID is showing here. And if I log out, then I'm sent back to login page. So hope guys this login register logout uh, video and tutorial you like, and this may be useful for you. So thank you for staying, and if you have any comment or queries, please write in comment box. I will try to answer. So thanks again. See you. Bye bye.